All right, so welcome to the fifth lesson. Uh, I guess we'll wait a little bit for everyone to come in. Let me start sharing my screen. Hold on. All right, there we go. Is my voice being messed up again? I hope not. No, it's fine. All right, cool. Yeah. You are on time, but everyone else isn't. All right. I guess while we wait for more people to get in, I'll quickly go over what this class is about. So, um, this class will be all about integrating your UI. Oh, a question, hold on. What is this for? Because I just clicked install and it popped up. Uh, that means that you have a Unity package installed, um, but the package requires other packages as well. So you'll likely have to click install for that as well. So it can install all the required things. All right, so like I said, this class will be all about integrating your UI um, with your game. So making your UI look good for your game and stuff like that. So first thing will be uh, again the link to this page will be in the class resources channel. Uh, so if you haven't yet, make sure to check this out because at the end, well, actually during this, there will be a couple things that you guys will have to do. Um, just some small assignments, I guess. Uh, including a practical exercise. So make sure to go to this page. So first off, um, we're gonna go over how to design a UI that feels right with the aesthetics of your game, like what you're going for. Uh, so first, you'll have to identify your theme for your game. So if you're making a horror game or a futuristic or fantasy game, all have different themes, and you want to make your UI uh, kind of so that it fits with that theme. Because if you have like a very bloody or dark buttons or UI in a fantasy RPG game, that doesn't really fit. So first, make sure you identify your theme. So I will just get a notepad real quick. You guys can do this too. Um, I'm gonna be doing this for a game that I'm currently working on, which is Rise of the Pixels. You guys can do this for your own games that you're working on. So for me, my game is a uh, horror survival game. So I will do theme horror survival game. Okay. So then we would need to go look for some colors, fonts, and shapes or things that look good with that game art style and theme. So what we can do is go, for example, to the game UI database. And we can start looking around for some inspiration. So for me, my genre is, let's see, do they have like survival game or something like that? Survival, here we go. Then my theme is horror. Alright, so we can look at these games. These are all survival horror games. Um, I will go with State of Decay. Alright, so if we look through these images of their UI, we can kind of see what sort of style they went with, and we can do something similar. Let me load up Unity as well, by the way, while we do this. Alright, so let's find like a button. Okay, so here's like some dialogue with buttons. We can go off of that. Alright, and let's go look at some colors. So there's a website called Coolors. It's a very useful website to find a nice color palette. So all you have to do is just press spacebar and it will randomize these colors. So if you see a color that you like, you can lock it. I think I like this one, the eerie black. That's a pretty good one. Um, if you want a different shade, you can also do that. I think I like that one too. I think I kind of want a lighter one of this one. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that so far. Okay, so let's start making a button. So I will quickly make a completely new canvas, or I can just duplicate the one that we currently already have. There we go. I'll call it something, just UI. All right, so um, in this case, I will just be sort of recreating what we have here. So these buttons here. Um, of course, I will implement my own color palette and maybe a few other things. But I will be going off of this. You can, for your own game, you can find inspiration on the game UI database yourself, and make sure you go off of your theme. So you find something that fits with your theme, and then make a button that fits with your theme. In my case, that will be a horror survival game. So I will be doing that right now. I'll give you guys like maybe 10 to 15 minutes to do that. If there's more time needed, then just put that in the chat when the time's up. So remember, if you have a question, just put it in the chat. Yeah. Currently world space. But you can also do it for HUD. Well, we will move on to HUD later on in this class. Currently, it's just world space. It's just to get your buttons looking like it fits your like the theme of your game. That's the objective. Alright, I think my button is pretty much done. How is it going for you guys? Yeah, did you guys manage to make a button that sort of fits the theme of the game that you're going for? Almost. Uh, would you guys be able to like send a picture of it so I can see what you've made? Alright, if you need more time, then just let me know. I think I'm going to do one more thing to my button. Sure. I'd love to see what you guys are making. Okay. You're already one step ahead then. Actually, a few steps. Because the health bar is something we will be doing um, later in this class. Right here. Okay. Mr. Ink, what's the theme of your game? What are you going for? Okay. Right, now my button has a slight texture to it. Okay, I think we can move on to the next step. All right, so now we have a button, and the cool part about Unity is we can take this button, and in our assets we can make like a folder and call it UI prefabs, and then we can drag that button into it, and now we can, oh boy, that's a big one. We can just reuse this button as many times as we want. So you can, so now you have a button that fits with your theme, and you can use it in any UI of your game, pretty much. That's the goal. So you can stay consistent with your theme. So now, next up is a panel and background. Alright, so let's see. Let's get some inspiration here. Oh, I think I already saw something. Yep, so this is a pretty nice panel. I think I'm just gonna go with the top part. So the title and then some text. So let's go with that. So you can just use panel or image. It doesn't really matter. They're pretty much the same. So again, I'll give you like 10 to 15 minutes to do this, to make a panel. So if you haven't noticed, this class is pretty much to sort of test you already on things that we've um, learned before in past classes. Okay. Yeah. Um, that's also what I'm doing here. So I have an image. This is uh, like the background image. If I disable these, you'll see that this is just a black image, but I have it set to a little bit transparent. So basically, if you're choosing the color, I have it. I always have it set to HSV. I think that's the most useful one. So you've got the color. Then I think this is like saturation. This is the black or white values, I think. And then the A is your alpha, which stands for transparency. So the further you slide it to the left, the more transparent it will be. So yeah, you can make UI look transparent. Right, I think I've got my panel pretty much done. How's it going for you guys? Running into any issues? Nope. All right. All right. Mr. Ink, are you able to share what you've made? Okay, nice. Let me see if I can show this on the recording too, so that Trunks can see that you guys are making progress. All right, cool. Very nice. All right, and here's this one. Very nice. All right, let's. Do you guys need some extra time, or are we able to move on? Welcome to random game. In this game, you will have something to do. Yeah, it really helps you understand what the game is about, you know? All right. Um, so before we continue, um, let me show you how you can sort of reuse this panel. So we now have a panel with just text in it. That's not super reusable. So what you can do is remove the text, and then we just have a panel. Then if we take the panel, let me call it panel. We can also make that a prefab. And now, let's say I want a second panel, like right next to it. So now I've got two panels, and I can just go in here, change the name, like panel 2, and then I can put whatever I want in the content of the panel. Like, for example, the button that we made earlier. So that's how you can quickly reuse UI elements in your game. And they will always, they will be very consistent since they're always the same style. So that is panels. Now we can move on. Yeah, so we've got this, maintain consistent styling. All right, so, this is just some useful information to know. Oh, hello, Nova. I can see you in the chat typing. Welcome to the class. Oof. You can watch the recording of the class later. This class is basically just testing you guys to see if you understand what we've learned in the past few classes. So it is very hands-on, I guess. I don't know if that's the right wording for it. Oh, funny thing is, animations don't work at all in Studio right now because they're kind of broken in the latest update. So that's fun. Yeah. Actually, let me check if they are on here in my project. I think they are, but I'm not sure. Let me check. Uh, where do I even have? Okay, so in this animator, the thing that's broken is clicking on these. Yeah, so you cannot click on animator states because it just doesn't show in the inspector. Like it shows for a second, but then immediately goes away again. It's very broken. I think they're working on fixing it though. So we'll have to wait. So no animations for now, unfortunately, but that's fine. All right. So this is some very useful information just about UI in gameplay. Because you want there to be information on someone's screen, but you don't want there to be too much because then it can distract the player from the game. Um, so if you go into the class resources channel and go to this page, make sure to read through this or just read on screen right now. It's very informative, and when you're making UI, you generally want to keep this in the back of your mind so your UI isn't too much. Um, all right, so the next thing is we're gonna do a little case study. So actually, I think I'm gonna leave this for the end of this class, and then yeah, I'll leave this for the end of class. So now let's do a practical exercise. So we're going to make a HUD, a heads-up display, that includes some elements like health bars, score counters, and maybe a mini-map. So that's the first thing. So we're going to make a HUD. I'll again give you guys like 10 to 15 minutes. Mini-map, yep. Oh my god. You guys are freaking out right now. Oh my god. Yeah, you can use the HUD that we've made before. Um, just make sure, because that's what this class is about, make sure to theme it to fit your game's theme. Oh boy, why is my studio so laggy? Okay, where is my HUD? I swear I had a HUD somewhere. I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Alright, so I've got my health bar, but I think I'm gonna style it a little bit more to fit my game theme. So like I said, I'll give you guys like 10 to 15 minutes again to make a HUD with a health bar that fits, a health bar and a score counter that fits your theme, your game's theme. So in my case, that will be a horror survival game. Your theme could be different. In my case, um, I'm going off of a game that I'm currently working on, which is Rise of the Pixels 2. But I'm doing just very quickly designs. Like, they're not going to be exactly the same as in the actual game, in the final game. Yeah, that is definitely possible. Um, thing is that I can't really show you right now because animators are broken, and I personally would love to use animators for it. Um, yeah, that is possible. That is a way of doing it. You can also make a camera and set the camera to um, like point it in the down direction and just put it very far above the player. But if you use a camera, like a camera is cool because it can also show other players on it. Um, and like dynamic things, dynamic changes in the map. But a camera is a lot more resource intensive, especially for platforms like Quest or mobile. So you'll have to see which one is better for your scenario. Yeah. Uh, if you joined late, it might seem a bit weird that I'm not talking as much, but um, this class is pretty much um, for you guys to test and see if you understand everything that has been taught in the past lessons. So, uh, in the first like hour of the class, I let you guys create this, like a couple buttons and a panel. And now I'm letting you guys make a HUD which has a score counter and um, a health bar. And the goal for it is to make sure you understand what has been taught in the past lessons and to theme and style your UI to fit the theme of your game. So that's why I'm not really talking right now, because I've given you guys time to make the HUD, which you can also see me do. I'm working along with you guys. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done. How's it going for you guys? Mr. Ink, were you able to change anything about your HUD? Did you change anything? Okay, let me pull that up here. So this is what Mr. Ink has made for the HUDs. Alright. Alright, let's continue. So next we will need to make the health bar work. If you've used the health bar we've made in the past lessons, then you already have it working. Yeah. Okay, so even if you're using the one from the past lesson, just for practice, delete the functions that we have to set the score and the health. I will be doing that too. And just do it again, just for practice, just to see if you're able to figure out how that is set up, how to set that up. So I will be doing that as well. I'm also going to launch Rec Room so we can do the circuits. All right, again, I'll give you like 10 to 15 minutes to make the health bar and score counter work. No more functions. If you don't know how to set it up, of course, feel free to ask. It's better to ask 1,000 times than to always do it wrong. Make the health bar slides. Um, what do you mean? Oh, what is this? Oh, I removed the function, so I need to remove the circuits as well. Wait, what? Oh, right. But yeah, what do you mean by making it slide? All right, let's see if you can figure out how to set it up. How it fills up. Well, mine doesn't slide. Mine is just instant, I'm pretty sure. If you want it to like slide smoothly, you'll likely have to make an animation. But I'd love to show you how to do that, but we're not able to because animators are broken right now. So unfortunately, I cannot show you that. And why is this not working? Oh, just how to set the current health? Oh, okay. I can show you once this loads. Uh, you do remember how to make a function, right? Okay. Did you drag in the slider, like the health bar slider, into the function? Actually, here I can show you now. Where's my HUD? All right, so yeah, I just have a function called setHealth, and the input port is a float, and I've called it health. And then in the instructions, uh, you drag in your health bar component or your health bar object right in there, and then uh, wait, what on the health bar? Um, yeah, you don't need that on the health bar. Like, look, so if I click on my health bar, this one, all I see in the inspector is this. I don't see that um, image type option. And then if you want to set the value, you can just drag this. If you're not able to figure it out, if you want, you can. I can invite you up on stage, and you can share your screen, so I can help you better. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. I also need to get started on the circuits. Oh boy, my game is laggy. Let's delete all this. Okay, so my HUD is right here. Alright, I got the circuits for my health bar. Now the score I still need to do. Oh, you're already done? Nice. Yep, that is pretty much it. Let me show that on the recording. So this was by Mr. Ink, his circuits. Alright, let's do my circuits. My game is so laggy. Alright, there we go. Very easy circuits. Oh, hey, look down there. It's me. I guess somehow the camera from last episode, last class now works for some reason. I didn't even. Oh, wait, what the heck? I didn't even change anything about it, but now it just works for some reason. That's funny. Okay. All right. So, I think we're getting close to the end of this class. Um, so the last part is just you can't really do that right now, but when you are making actual games, in Rec Room or outside of Rec Room, it's generally a good idea to just keep testing and refining your UI. So, for example, playtesting, you could invite testers or people to your game to see if they like your UI, if they think it's like a lot or not. So you can keep this in mind, what these strategies. Like make sure that people know how your UI works and make sure it's not too much to where it distracts from the gameplay. So when you're making a game, always ask for feedback from other people to see what they think. With that being said, then here's a case study that you can do. You don't have to do this, but I do recommend it because it can give you a lot of insight on what other games do with UI, with their UI. So for the next class, find a game that you like. Could be on the Game UI database website. Find a game that you like and you think has some pretty good UI, and just go in there, take a look at what their UI looks like. Like there's so much you can find here. This one actually not that much, but there's some bigger games like Star Wars Jedi. There's a lot of info on their UI. So find a game you like and look into how their UI is laid out, how it works, and just like write down in a document or something what are you seeing in their UI? Like what elements are sort of the same? Like how is their consistency in their UI and stuff like that? That can help you a lot. So again, if you need this document, this page is in the class resources channel. So check that out. I think that's pretty much all for this class. We've got 15 minutes left. Is there any questions or issues you're running into? Any additional things you'd like me to explain or show you? How do you make text have an outline? Okay, so right, this one is a bit interesting. So let's go in my HUD, for example, and I'll just make some text real quick. There we go. So it's just plain text. Then I'm gonna go over where I have my fonts. So for this, you'll have to like sort of change how your font works. So I don't know if you're able to change this from the default font, so you'll likely have to use custom fonts. So I've got my custom fonts here. So in here, let me just choose one that I like, which is bold. Yeah, I like the bold one. So I'll duplicate that one There we go. And then I'll call this one like outline. Okay, now it's all the way back here. That's fine. Okay, and then we can go in here. So this arrow that you see, and then click on this one. And then we can change some things about this font. Let me apply this font to my text first. There we go. So you can change like how bold your font is. You can change the softness. You can change color, like outline color, outline thickness. But as you can see, if you change the outline, it's like an inset outline. So usually what I do if I change the outline, because this doesn't really look that good. If I do that, then I usually also change the dilate or thickness of the text. There we go. That looks good. So now you have an outline on your text. You can also add an underlay. I think that's like shadow, I think. Not entirely sure. I don't even see anything changing. So I don't know about that one. How do you copy a font? Like duplicate it? Oh, you can just click on the font and then do Control D. That will duplicate it. It doesn't work? That's weird. Um, hmm. Then what you can always do is click Show in Explorer, and then just duplicate this file. Just copy and paste that file. And then once you've done that, so I'll do that real quick. So now I have a copy of it, but you won't see it in here yet. Oh, actually, mine automatically updated. That's a first. Usually I have to do Control R to reload the assets, but it already did that. But yeah, that's how you can add an outline to your text. Any other questions? All right. If there's no further questions or things you want me to show you, then I guess we can end the class early. 8 minutes early. All right. So I guess we'll end the class here. Um, I hope this class was helpful for you guys. If you're running into issues, feel free to send me a message anytime, even after the class. Um, Make sure to look into the class resources channel and check this out. Just for yourself, look up a game and look how their UI or how they're using UI. That can be very helpful for your own games to see how you can use UI in your games. So make sure to check that out. Um, we were maybe going to do a mini map, but we don't really have much time. We might be able to do it next class, because next class we will be looking into a lot of CV2, and the mini map is definitely quite a bit of CV2. But yeah, next class is basically how CV2 works and how to implement that with your UI. For example, we will be looking into setting up circuits to be able to damage other players, stuff like that, and then make that reflect into your UI. So you might see like a red screen flash when you get hit, or your health bar goes down, stuff like that. So that's next class. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next class next week. Bye bye.